Hey guys, welcome to Draw with Sandy at the Little Artistic Nook. Today we'll be drawing this cute little pie. Let's start off by drawing the first eye just a little bit past the center of the page, drawing a large oval, and then drawing out some eyelashes by just tracing over the top and extending 2 lines out to the side. Next, we'll fill in the highlights by drawing a curved line across the bottom of the eye, a heart in just about the center, and then putting a small dot just above the heart. Then you can go ahead and shade in around these highlights. We'll give our pie a little smile by starting about center of the eye and drawing a small curve towards the right and drawing in a little cap at the end. And now we'll make our second eye, just trying to line it up so that it's on the same plane as your first eye. We'll begin by drawing out another big oval, tracing across the top to create our 2 eyelashes, and then we'll add in our highlights starting with the bottom curve, and then the large heart, and finally the little dot. And then go ahead and shade in your second eye. Next, let's come back to underneath the eyes and draw in our cheeks. So starting on the outside edge, we'll draw in a curve that goes all the way underneath the eye and closes in on the inside, and repeat this underneath her other eye. And then to make her extra cute, we'll add in 2 little eyebrows just above the eyes. To draw out the body, I'm going to first place a small dot out on the left side that's just a little bit higher than the top of her eyebrow. Then I'm going to draw a straight line down towards the bottom of my page, stopping just a little bit below the cheek. Next, you can draw a line that moves all the way across the page towards the right side, coming out just a little bit past the other side of the face. Then draw a second vertical line that matches the first one. To draw our pie's crust, come back to the left and continue your vertical line just a little bit more towards the bottom of the page. Then draw across all the way towards the right side, going a little bit past your second vertical line. Then you can draw another line upwards, stopping at the same height. To begin the top crust, I'm going to come back to the left side of my pie, and I'm going to close off the top with a curvy line. So you can make your curvy line as wavy or bubbly as you like. You can have all your little curves be exactly the same size. That's totally up to you. Once you've closed it off, you're going to extend a small curve that's moving just slightly towards the right top corner of your page. If you're using a pencil, you can draw these lines, but since I'm using marker, I'm just going to imagine a triangle at the top. So find the inside line of your crust on the right and draw a little point where you think the top of your triangle or your top crust would be. Then come back to the left and draw a line all the way up to meet that point. So once again, if you're using pencil, you can just draw these lines in roughly and go over them later. Then from the top of that point, I'm just going to draw a broken line that's moving back towards the inner line of our pie's crust. Then finally, we're going to finish off the top edge of the crust by drawing some loops from the very top corner, coming all the way back to that small curved line, moving towards the right top corner. So I can fit 3, and you might be able to fit more or less. Coming back to the point of that top crust, I'm just going to draw in a little triangle. And now it's time to add in all that whimsical fun. So to begin, I'm going to draw the 2 arms. The first one will come out the left side, and it's just a small line with a little circle. And then my right arm is going to actually be inside the crust, coming towards the cheek. I think I'm going to make her look like she's walking. So for the feet, I'm going to draw 2 little lines topped with circles, and I'm going to have the circles facing the same direction. Next, we'll draw in a ground line by just creating a line that's moving from the left side of the page, going in behind the pie, and this time it's in line with the bottom of her crust and coming out towards the right side of the page. And because apple pie is one of my favorites, I've decided to give her some apple details. So let's start with a small apple blossom by drawing a little circle and then adding in the petals. So to do the petals, I'm going to come back to the edge of the circle and draw in a curvy shaped petal, almost as if you were drawing a bow. So it's narrower at the circle and wider at the outside edge of the petal. I'm going to do 5 of these, and I'm sort of leaving a small space in between each one. You don't have to be too worried if yours doesn't look exactly like this. Next, I'm going to just draw in some little stamen, or those little bits that have the pollen, just coming right off the outside edge of the center, and they're in front of the petals. Then go ahead and add in a leaf or 2 in behind the petals. So to do that, I draw a curved line, meet at a point, and then draw a curved line back. And you can draw in the veins with a vertical line and some little horizontal ones moving towards the edges. I'm going to add in a second apple blossom flower on the other side, this time a little bit smaller, so just a smaller center. And again, I'm going to try to fit in my 5 petals, and I'm making them a little bit wobbly or wiggly on the top, and that's totally okay. It just gives them a little bit of character. Add in your little stamen, and then go ahead and draw in a leaf if you like. Now it's time to give our slice of pie some friends. So to start, I'm going to draw a little apple over on the left, beginning by drawing out a small letter C shape that comes all the way to the ground line. And then I'm going to draw a backward C shape on the other side so that the top looks like a heart, but that the bottom is a little bit wider. Next, I'm going to just draw in a little leaf from the top of my apple and a small little stem. And because it's a friend, most definitely it needs a cute little face. So for mine, I'm just going to do 2 little eyes and just a simple little smile. I'm going to draw one arm reaching towards the pie and the second arm on the other side just hanging beside him. And then I'm going to draw 2 little feet that are coming out from the bottom of the apple, and the feet are going to be facing the pie. Now let's draw one more apple over on the right. So again, we'll start with a nice C shape that comes all the way down towards the ground line. And then coming from the other side, drawing a backward C shape to close off the apple. Once again, I'll go ahead and add in a leaf near the top and a stem. This apple is going to be just as happy as the other guy, so I'm going to give him some cute little eyes and a big smile. And then I'm going to add in a little highlight. So to do that, I'm just going to draw out a slightly curved triangle shape near one side of the apple. And I think I'm going to let this guy just relax. So just draw some really casual hanging arms. And then to draw him sitting, I'm going to draw out legs that are parallel and almost following the same line as the ground. And the little feet will just be pointing upwards, so like they're sitting on top. And that is our cutie little pie and her friends. Thanks so much for drawing with me today, guys. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So until next time for another Draw with Sandy at the Little Artistic Nook, keep making art and keep smiling.